All right, so working on the Aveos here. Got the taillights pulled out. Some of that's not great, but got the taillights pulled out, got those LEDs on. Need to fix this side. The other side, all it was is just kind of clipping it in. The tire was trashed, so I put the donut on. So probably have to just grab these winter tires back out of here and mount those for now, and then before I sell this, try and take the wheels off, scrap it like that. But yeah, that headline looks pretty good. It looks like someone recovered it, and I like it better than the gray. I kind of prefer that black. Not perfect. Has to be recovered because there's a place on that side where it, or I guess it's this side, where there's a little spot for a sunglass holder, and the oh crap handles. So if I put those back in, I'll have to cut those holes out. But yeah, noticed a few fun things. These seats aren't really in here that well. I mean, that's kind of in there. You can see where they repaired the leather. Yeah, mine has a little carpet just covering that, and these aren't the greatest, so I don't know that I want to pull these out. This side, and even held in. How fantastic is that? So some of the panels they covered with some kind of this felt. They were trying to like do the whole dash in this thing, and I must have covered it up with something else before that. That's fancy. So well, that makes it easy to grab those. I might have to steal those gauges. Other than like there's no plastic on them, so we'll see there. I'm not even sure what this is. I hadn't noticed that yet. But yeah, they did a few interesting choice things to this. You can see that door handle was a replacement. They used drywall screws and a cluster of washers to screw some sound deadening in here. This isn't the right seat for this. I pulled these out just to get to the headliner. That's not designed to be that way. There's some like MDF there, zip tied to be something flat to support that, to look fancy. Just a whole cluster of jacked up stuff. Of course, they cut the wires instead of grabbing a wire harness. So I might steal these. Here's the headlights. They don't look great. However, if they work, we'll see. I think I'll just take these out. I don't know how they got so hot, but figure if nothing else, I'll just take some paint, put a little eyeliner on that just to hide that. This side isn't as bad. Weird. These bolts aren't tightened down all the way. They did something here. It is supposed to be a top post battery, so I'm a little surprised because it's a Chevy, but it's not a Chevy, I guess. It's like a Geo Metro. And then on here, just use drywall screws to attach that grill where it's not supposed to be, and like this part sticks out. It looks slightly nicer, but if it looks that ugly with that lip sticking out, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. So it runs like crap, but it is the right engine, I assume. I don't know what they did to jack everything up, except maybe cut a wire they weren't supposed to. Zip tied some stuff in there. So bumper's good, hood's good, a few panels are good, but they just beat the hell out of this thing. Spent a lot of time and money trying to make it something nice, and just murdered it. So let's steal that exhaust. I'm gonna keep the taillights, and then end up just probably taking it to the scrapyard, yank the wheels, and call it good. Can't even take the fuel door, which mine does need, but buy a cheap ride. Hey, $300 in parts. I think it was worth it in the end.